My entitled stepmom chose my younger sister over me every time. When I won the lottery, I gave her nothing. I was always the one getting blamed for everything. If something went missing, it was me. If the Wi-Fi stopped working, somehow that was also me. If Bryn sneezed too hard, my stepmom would look at me like I personally gave her allergies. My stepmom made it her full-time job to remind everyone that Bryn was the golden child. If Bryn got a B on a test, we had cake. If I got an A, I'd hear, well, you should have gotten extra credit. Ma'am, I'm literally trying my best here. It wasn't just grades either. Bryn got new clothes every month. I got hand-me-downs from a cousin I'd never met. Bryn got a car for her 16th birthday. I got a lecture about responsibility and a bus pass. But the worst part was the art program. We both wanted to go to this summer program in the city. It was expensive, like really expensive, but I'd been saving for years. I worked at this pizza place that smelled like burnt cheese and someone's broken dreams every shift. I'd come home smelling like garlic knots and regret, but I saved every dollar. Finally, I had enough. Then my stepmom sat us down at dinner and said she could only afford to send one of us. I thought, okay, well, I already saved up, so this doesn't even affect me. Wrong. She looked at me and said, I think Bryn should go. I blinked. Why? She smiled like this was reasonable. Because you're older. You'll have other opportunity. Bryn had never touched a paintbrush in her life. She literally only wanted to go because her crush was going. Meanwhile, I'd been drawing since I was 6. I had a whole portfolio ready, but nope, Bryn got picked. I asked if I could still go with my own money. My stepmom said it wouldn't be fair to Bryn if we both went and she had to compare herself to me. So I stayed home that summer and worked more shifts. Bryn came back with 0 art and a boyfriend who dumped her 2 weeks later. Fast forward 3 years. I'm in college, barely scraping by, living off ramen and spite. My roommate and I bought a lottery ticket as a joke. We said we'd split whatever we won. The next morning, I checked my phone. 6 numbers, all of them, $2.4 million. I screamed so loud the RA came running and asked if someone died. I said, no, someone just came back to life. My roommate and I split it. Suddenly I had over $1 million sitting in my account. I stared at it for like an hour, just refreshing the page to make sure it was real. Then I told my mom. She cried. I didn't tell my stepmom, but my aunt congratulated me on Facebook. And within an hour, my stepmom called. She started with, I always knew you'd do something great. Sure you did. Then she said she was so proud of me. Then came the pit. So I was thinking, since you have all this money now, maybe you could help Bryn out. I waited. She's got $40,000 in student loans, and it's really stressing her out. I laughed, not a polite laugh. A full, ugly, villain laugh. She went quiet. I said, you should have thought about that before you picked her over me for everything.